It's great to be here. And I don't know about you, but I think there is a real sort of spirit of optimism and energy in the air, regardless of the decision that we have to take today in relation to the final stage of opening up. You can just feel that energy and vibrancy returning. And you see a place like this in the heart of London that has been renewed over the past 20 years, and tech has been at the heart of it. And that really fills me with a sense of hope for the future. And I really think whatever happens, it feels like we're through the worst of this terrible crisis. And it really is a pleasure to be here. And it's a pleasure to have seen how CogX has grown even in the past 3 or 4 years that I've been involved with you, going from strength to strength, like so much of the tech sector in this country. And indeed, so much has changed since I spoke just last year here. Back then, absolutely everything was virtual. I think we are still sort of feeling our way through the experience of being back in the rooms with people. But the idea of having even 30 people in a room like this would have seemed extraordinary a year ago. And yet here we are, working our way back to normality, step by step. We can go to the pub, we can go out for dinner with friends, and we can sit in the stadium or attend events like this. But it's really important to remember that all of this would not have been possible, and we simply would not have been here today without the power of human ingenuity. Without bright minds, many of them in this country, who when faced with a completely novel virus that was devastating health systems across the world, turned to science and tech to innovate their way out of this crisis. Through genome sequencing, through mRNA and other groundbreaking vaccine technologies, these innovators turned COVID into something that brought life to a standstill, to something that we can hopefully live with in the long term. Humans have, of course, long innovated their way out of adversity, and now it's time for tech to take on one of the greatest challenges that we face as a global society. Of course, as you know, in 2019, the UK became the first major economy in the world to commit to bringing all greenhouse emissions to net zero by 2050. It is one of the most ambitious targets in the world. And of course, government alone cannot deliver on this. We need the smartest thinkers and the most audacious entrepreneurs to help us get there. So today, we are officially booting up our fight against climate change with a new Tech Zero Taskforce, made up of 16 of the UK's biggest and most innovative tech companies. They range from Bulb to OLIO to Starling Bank to Revolut. And between them, they have transformed energy, banking and healthcare and used tech to tackle the problems we face, like food waste. Now, they're going to engineer, hack and code their way back to lower emissions. Their aim is to get 1,000 UK companies to sign up to net zero, the pledge that we have made, before COP26 summit in November, and to speed up the UK's race to net zero. And today, I can confirm that the telecoms giant Vodafone is officially on board, as are Monzo and Oak North. And I really do hope that this marks a turning point in our fight against climate change. And it's right that the tech industry, as ever, leads the charge. First, like the rest of it, it's an existential threat to the interests of these businesses. You really do need to act. But it's also, I hope you agree, in tech businesses, economic self-interest to do so as well. Just the energy efficiencies alone that come from the green investment that are expected to unlock billions of pounds to companies, according to some estimates. Think about the value that brings. And that's not counting the revenue opportunities from low carbon goods and services. So the digital drive to net zero is also an economic one, and I believe a profitable one. And it's no accident that the green tech revolution is kicking off here in the UK, the tech capital of Europe. We're by far the biggest tech the biggest hub for tech firms and for venture capital funding. And I know we were discussing this earlier. Unicorn is one of those slightly hackneyed phrases now, but we are home to 99 unicorns and counting. And of course, as you were saying, Charlie, the government is pushing and unashamedly pro-tech agenda for the coming years so that we can continue to attract top talent, help our brilliant tech firms grow, and use digital innovation to fuel an era of tech growth. And I do believe that we are already seeing this golden age for UK tech. But my aim today, as the Tech Zero Taskforce comes together for this first time, is to make clear that you have this government's full support. I'm keen to know what more we can do to help you achieve your goal and how government can throw its backing behind some of the most talented people in tech and tackle one of the greatest challenges of our time. So that's the ambition that we're setting out to do. And without further ado, I'll hand back to you, Tabitha. Thank you.